abstract. Yeah, it's complicated what you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends. There is a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting. Still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, you're so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there is a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting. Still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting. Still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Sande Woodson, and hopefully I've met some of you in my Facebook community, but I'm glad to meet the rest of you here today. So just ask any questions you want, and I'm just super anxious to meet you and to answer anything that I can. Okay, the first question is, would you use this on cards that you stamp, ink blend, etc., and how? Would you print them on a card? Can you give some examples, please? Yes, if you watch my presentation, you'll see that you can just print these out and cut them out and use them on a physical card. That's the concept. You can use them on digital cards too, which I teach all about also. But in this presentation, the point was to be able to make cards with these filled alphabets, and you just make the filled alphabet online, then you print it out and cut it out on cardstock, you know, physically, and then just go ahead and use it like a regular sentiment on your card. So that's the whole concept, is to be able to blend using some digital resources to make physical cards. Did that answer the question? I hope so. Do you fussy cut the letters after you print them? Yes. And, you know, some people have Cricuts and things where you can actually cut things out. But if you put some space between the letters, like I did on the presentation, it's easy to just go ahead and fussy cut them, especially if you put the outline around the letters the way that I showed you to do. Victoria, thank you for asking how's my recovery coming. As you can see, I am sitting here in my recliner and not in my craft room where I would have two cameras and be able to demo online for you today. That's because I did go ahead and pass out 2 weeks ago at my physical therapy. And sorry for everybody else who doesn't know what's going on, but I'm doing fine. I'm just having some problems with fainting unexpectedly. So I'm being safe being in my recliner today. So one day at a time. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Oh, what do you mean by fussy cut? That just means taking your craft scissors and cutting the letters out by hand out of the card stock instead of using a machine to cut them out, like what most of us do. It's just fussy cut it out around the shape. Let's see, what is the difference with this way versus the Cricut pattern fill, which I have forgotten how to use? It is that old, and I'm even older. Well, I don't think you're probably older than me, but I'm not really familiar with Cricut, so I don't really know what the differences are. All I know is that now I'm a Canva ambassador, actually, because I've used it so much and I teach it. And so I'm really familiar with how that works and with this whole process done totally free digitally. So online. That's another good thing about Canva, just that I've found from using it, is that it's all web-based. So you don't have to download a program to your computer or anything. It's all on the web. So I'm not sure. I wish I could answer that for you. I'm sorry I can't. I'm sorry I have not had the chance to watch all the videos yet. Could you please show your creation in the camera? Oh, I know, Cynthia, and I'm so sorry that I don't have something to show you because it's all online. It's all about filling, like making your own alphabet or making your own shapes like hearts or anything, filling it with a digital pattern of some kind of floral or anything else you want to put in it, and doing that all online and then printing it and cutting it out to use on your cards. It's like making letters out of patterned paper, but you only have so much paper and you only have so much money to buy patterned paper. And this way you have hundreds of choices online that you can fill your letters with for different occasions, and have a different mood. And it's all done digitally, so you don't have to have the physical paper in hand, but it ends up looking just like you cut the letters out of patterned paper. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope you'll watch the presentation. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Such a great class. What is your favorite way to print and cut these? Do you use Cricut? That's what I was saying. I don't have a Cricut. And so I just print them the way that I said in my presentation. And by the way, in the handouts, you have to click on a link in the handout that comes on my presentation page. I have a total, with all screenshots and everything, a step-by-step handout that walks you through this with screenshots of my presentation, so you don't have to be taking notes or anything and try to figure out where do I go and what do I click. It's all in the presentation handout, but you have to click on the link in the summit handout to be able to download that. So be sure you do that. And if you can do that before you watch the presentation, it's all the better. But anyway, no, I just go ahead and print it on usually 110 cardstock, or sometimes for a really special card, I will put it on presentation paper, and then I just fussy cut them out. So that's what I do. I call it cussy cutting. Yeah, sometimes you have to have some pretty good scissors to make that happen without the cussing part. Oh, I love your ephemeras. Wait every week for it, and we'll start to make some cards tomorrow. Where do you get your ideas from? Well, thank you so much. And she's referring to the fact that every Friday I send out emails with new digital papers and ephemera that I make myself. And I don't know where I get ideas from, just from watching a whole lot of, I guess it's just from card making and all the experience I've had making cards physically. And one word about that is that because of my health challenges I've had the last couple of years, which some of you would know about and most of you wouldn't know about, I had to really transfer focusing my attention from physical card making. I'm actually a certified Altenew educator, and I spent 2 or 3 years making physical cards big time. But because of these health challenges and not being able, I started fainting in my card room and stuff. And so anyway, it's caused me to really seek how to make things uh, faster and easier with digital resources. And so I think all the years of just working with physical papers and everything just gave me ideas. And I don't know, I have fun doing it. And I just am really appreciative that you appreciate them and that you like them. And I hope you can use them to bless other people, because that's what the whole thing's about. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Do you have YouTube tutorials on Canva? Yes, I do. I have a whole series called Canva for Card Makers. It's on my YouTube channel. Um, Again, I just made the first video that I've made in 4 months because uh, I had surgery and stuff. So I'm starting to churn them out more now at a regular basis now that I can make new ones again. And so there's 9 of them so far. And there's a link to my YouTube channel right there in my presenter page also. Is that your actual ink collection? Yes, it is actually. Yeah, you can see I really do make physical cards, or at least I did. And I had my husband go in my card room and take a picture of my wall. So I said, so people will know I actually do make cards. It's just that, again, I've had some challenges, and so here I am sitting safely in my recliner while I'm talking to you. Yeah, it is my real card room. What are your favorite scissors? Oh my, that's a tough question because you know what? I can't tell you because it's been a while since I bought them and I don't know the name of them. I do have a pair though. Although I do have the Tim Holtz scissors, which I really, really love. And they come in like 3 or 4 sizes, and I really love his scissors very much. They're titanium Tim Holtz scissors. What is your YouTube channel? Well, it's under Sandy's Poema. It's youtube.com/@Sandy's Poema. But there's a link in my presentation page on the summit. So you should be able to access it that way. And also a link for my Facebook group, which I would love to have you join. It's a community that we have just of all card makers, and I really want it to be more of an actual community where we get to know each other and encourage each other and support one another, not just another place to post a card. You know what I'm saying? Some place where you can get encouragement and have questions answered and be uplifted every time that you visit. So I hope that some of you will join my community there too. I'm in there pretty much every day. So I'd love to visit with you there. And I also wanted to say, if you make any of these filled alphabets or ephemera, or if you try and whatever, post a picture in there, because that's the only way I get to see them. And I would really love to interact with you about what you try to do and help you if you need help with it. So that would be great. How did I get started using Canva? I've been using Canva about 10 years. They're only 10 years old, and I started using them right way back then in my professional life. I'm retired now, but I was a dean of a university in charge of online learning. I have a PhD in instructional design for online learning. So teaching online has always been my thing, and so when I retired and I got into card making, I had already been using Canva to help faculty members design uh, graphics for their presentations, make things more interesting for students and that kind of thing. So I used Canva right when it was really primitive, and now it's just like exploded. So I've been using it a long time. Thank you so much for adapting, persevering, and still being here. Oh, Andrea, thank you so much. It's been a little challenge. When I first started having issues, I was like, oh, this is not good. I love card making. I love teaching, and I was doing teaching physical card making tutorials for Altenew, and oh, I had to adapt. It wasn't easy because I love card making so much, and I was so into it, and so. But now, you know what? It's all working out for the best, so I'm happy about that. I get the Friday emails too. Definitely worth subscribing. Oh, Linda, thank you. I'm so glad you said that. I send them out and I'm just hoping, I try to make designs and patterns. Of course, I don't draw all that by hand. I use physical resources that other artists have done. Although I'd be interested to know if any of you are interested. If you are in my Facebook group, you've seen me post some things of cards that I've made designing using artificial intelligence. And I've really been studying that on my own in the background. And so, like I said, if you're in my group, you would have seen some of those things. So I'm hoping to do some tutorials on how to make your own art using artificial intelligence. Is anybody interested in that? I haven't actually made anything teaching wise with that yet. What's my favorite printer? Well, I just have a regular Brother printer, and I've been really happy with it. As long as you set your printer, when you're trying to print out physical things to use on physical cards, you have to make sure your printer is set at 300 DPI, which is dots per inch, or you can say pixels per inch online. But in the printer, it will be set at photo quality printing, which is 300 dots per inch. So if you don't do that, it'll be fuzzy. And if you watch my presentation, you'll see that when you use Canva, you have to print out of Canva as a PDF print. And I explain that in my presentation because that's the only thing you can print off of a digital source to make it come out the proper, what am I trying to say? The proper resolution to be able to print it on your printer. But usually all printers will have a photo quality setting, and that's what you want to print at. What university did I go to? Well, I got a bachelor's degree at USC, University of Southern California, in teaching. That was like in the dark ages. And I started out as an elementary school teacher. And then along the way, I actually ended up going to seminary. I have a Master of Divinity. And then I went to Capella University and had my PhD work 5 long years. In fact, March 10th, I think that's tomorrow, isn't it? I will have had my doctorate 14 years, which is, so you know what? I'm a lifelong learner. I'm 72 now, and you can do the math. I went through school and graduate school 11 long years when I was in my late 40s and all through my 50s. So keep learning, keep pursuing your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Keep learning. And that's what's so great about this summit. There's so much opportunity to learn new skills, new techniques. I love it. Other than Creative Fabrica, where can we find graphics/paper for free to use like the one you use? Okay, Creative Fabrica is a really great one for free. I have a lot of other resources, and I have a PDF for that. So if you want me to send that to you, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think you must be able to have my email or join my group or whatever. Message me in Facebook. I'm not sure what the best way is to contact me through the summit, but if you want that, you could send me your email or contact me and I will send it to you. I have a whole list. There's a lot of things like, I'm drawing a blank, like even Library of Congress has a source where you can use old photos and a lot of different digital things that I've used from there. There's a lot of different resources for that. If you want photos, you can go to unsplash.com, which gives free photos that you can use without copyright infringement. So I have about 10 things, I think, on that list. So if you're interested, um, contact me and I'll send it to you, email it to you. Oh, somebody, Christine, you're interested in learning AI. You know, I have been working on AI art, and it's so cool. It's really cool, but it's also extremely frustrating because you have to kind of do it a certain way. It works by prompts. You tell the artificial intelligence what you want to produce, what you want it to look like, and it's a job learning that, but it's so much fun. Oh, it looks like we're already running out of time, everybody. So, gosh, that was a fast 20 minutes. I'm really glad you joined me today. I'm so thankful to be able to be part of the summit, and I'd love to have you join my Facebook group. There's links for everything there on my presenter page, and I guess that's it. Thank you so much for being here. It's just not really like meeting you, but it kind of is. So it's really nice to see you. And I hope to see you next time.